Kojo was a young boy who lived with his mother and two sisters in a quiet village called Adamkrom. The village was small, with red dusty roads, small farms, and houses made from mud and roofed with old tin sheets. Kojo's father had died when he was just 5 years old, so his mother worked hard, selling tomatoes in the market to take care of the family. Kojo was 12 years old and full of energy. He loved football more than anything in the world. Every afternoon after school, he would run to the open field with his friends. They made balls from old plastic bags tied with string. Kojo was fast. He could dribble past anyone. People in the village would often stop to watch him play. "That boy plays like he's on TV," the older men would say. Kojo had a big dream. He wanted to be a famous footballer, play for a big team, and become rich. He wanted to buy his mother a big house and never let her suffer again. One day something big happened at Kojo's school. A man in a red tracksuit came with the headmaster. He was tall, with a whistle around his neck and a clipboard in his hand. "This is Coach Nee," the headmaster said. "He's looking for boys to join a football academy in the city." All the boys were excited. They played a match on the school field, and Coach Nee watched carefully. After the match, he called Kojo aside. "What is your name?"
"Kojo," he replied.
"You have talent, Kojo. I want you to come to the city and train with us. You will go to school and also play football." Kojo's heart jumped with joy. He ran home and told his mother everything. His mother sat quietly for a while. She was happy but also afraid. "The city is big, Kojo. You must be careful. Life there is not the same as here." "I will be careful, Ma. Please let me go. This is my chance." She looked at him and smiled sadly. "All right. But remember, once you go, there is no turning back." Kojo packed his small bag. He said goodbye to his sisters, his friends, and the football field. He got on a bus with Coach Nee and a few other boys. The journey was long. They passed many towns and villages before they arrived in Nasunya, a busy town full of people, cars, and noise. At the football academy, Kojo lived with other boys in a training house. They woke up early, ran laps, did push-ups, and trained hard. They went to school in the afternoon and trained again in the evening. It was not easy, but Kojo worked hard. After a few months, he became the best player on the team. "You are going far," Coach Nee told him. "Keep it up." Kojo was happy. He missed his mother and sisters, but he believed he was on the right path. Then a new boy joined the academy. His name was Jay. He was 13, confident, and came from a rich family. He had a smartphone, new boots, and expensive clothes. Jay became friends with Kojo. He made jokes, told stories about the city, and showed Kojo music and videos on his phone. Kojo liked him, but Jay didn't like following rules. He would skip training and sneak out of the training house. "Why train every day?" Jay said. "Let's go out and have fun." At first, Kojo said no. But one day he followed Jay to town. They ate fried yam, watched football in a game center, and came back late. Soon, Kojo started skipping training. He was tired during practice. He didn't run as fast. He didn't score as many goals. Coach Nee noticed. "Kojo, what is happening to you? You were our best player." "I'm just tired," Kojo said. "Focus, don't waste your chance." But Kojo didn't listen. Jay made city life sound more exciting than football. One Saturday, Jay had a new idea. "Let's go to the shopping mall." "I don't have money," Kojo said. "Just follow me. We'll look around." At the mall, they walked through the shops. Jay saw a phone on a shelf. No one was looking. "Take it," he whispered to Kojo. "No," Kojo said. "Don't be scared. Just hide it in your shirt." Before Kojo could say another word, a man shouted, "Hey! What are you doing?" Jay ran. Kojo stood frozen with the phone in his hand. The shop owner called security. Kojo was taken to the police station. He cried. He tried to explain, but no one listened. Coach Nee came later. He looked at Kojo with deep sadness. "You had a bright future, but you made a bad choice. You can't stay at the academy anymore." Kojo begged. "Please, give me one more chance." "I can't. This is not only about you. The other boys are watching." Kojo was sent away. He had no money, no family in Nasunya, and no place to go. He couldn't go back to Adamkrom. He was too ashamed. He slept in front of a shop that night. He used his bag as a pillow. The cold wind made him shiver. He was hungry, scared, and alone. For the next weeks, Kojo walked around town looking for work. He cleaned shops, carried loads, and washed cars. People paid him small coins. He bought bread and water and slept outside. He thought of his mother and sisters every day. He missed home, but he was too proud to return. Time passed. Months turned into years. Kojo grew older. He stopped dreaming about football. He just wanted to survive. One day, a man named Mr. Badu saw Kojo sweeping outside a shop. "What's your name, boy?"
Kojo.
"You look strong. Come help me at my workshop." Mr. Badu fixed motorbikes. Kojo started helping him. He cleaned tools, fetched water, and watched carefully. After some time, Mr. Badu began teaching Kojo how to fix small parts. Kojo learned quickly. "You're a fast learner," Mr. Badu said. "If you keep this up, you'll be a good mechanic." Years later, Kojo became a full worker at the shop. He earned enough to rent a small room. He bought second-hand clothes. He ate good food again. He still thought of Adamkrom, but he was no longer a boy. He had made mistakes. He had lost his dream, but he had found a new path. One day a boy came to the shop. He looked tired and dirty. "Sir, can I help you here?" "I don't have a home." Kojo looked at the boy and saw himself from the past. He gave the boy water, food, and a place to rest. That night, Kojo sat outside and looked at the stars. He whispered, "Ma, I didn't become a footballer, but I'm alive. I work hard. I help others. Maybe this is my second chance." He knew he could never go back to the academy. He could never undo his mistake. But he could move forward, because sometimes in life there is no turning back. But there is always a way to keep going, and that too is a kind of victory. Many years later, Kojo was no longer a young man. He had his own small motorbike repair shop in Nsunya. He trained many boys who came from broken homes, just like he once did. He gave them food, shelter, and a skill to build their lives. People in the town began to know him not as a failed footballer, but as a kind and honest man who helped others rise. One day, a reporter came to the shop to do a story about people who were changing their communities. "Why do you help these boys?" she asked Kojo. Kojo smiled. "Because someone once gave me a second chance, and I want to pass it on." His story appeared in the local paper. Back in Adamkrom, Kojo's mother, now much older, read the story through her old glasses. She smiled, tears running down her face. "My son," she whispered. He found his way. Soon after, Kojo received a letter. It was from his youngest sister, now a teacher in Adamkrom. "Mama wants to see you. Come home." Kojo held the letter close to his heart. He had carried shame for many years, but maybe it was time. He returned to Adamkrom, older, wiser, and no longer afraid. The village was still the same. Dusty roads, small farms, and familiar faces. His mother opened the door and held him in a long, silent hug. "You've come home," she said. "Yes, Ma, I've come home." She looked at him and smiled. "And you've become a man." That evening, Kojo walked past the football field where boys still played with plastic bag balls. They laughed, ran, and kicked with dreams in their eyes. Kojo sat on a bench and watched. He didn't need to play anymore, but he knew one thing for sure. Even when you make a mistake, lose your way, or fall down, you can always rise. Life doesn't give many chances, but when it does, hold it tight, because in this life there is no turning back. But there is always a way forward, and that's what matters most. The end. If you love this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more beautiful stories from Folktale Central, where legends come alive.